Okay, hi. Today, this bench is in memory of William J. Keyes. It's like a really nice, like granite or marble little bench here, and a nice little tree right there that's making cool patterns on me. So I'm gonna try and talk a little bit louder because the wind. And there's a fresh grave right there. Blanchette. Shout out. So today I want to talk about how life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need / what's good for you. So what do I want to say about this? Okay, well, for one thing, I want to say how basically God knows better than you. So for example, say you want to be famous, but if you're not in a place where you can handle that, like the level of scrutiny and judgment and lack of privacy and like all those things that come along with it, then it's basically going to destroy you. And we see this a lot like with child stars, because obviously kids can't handle that shit. Or say you want to be rich, but you have a really bad, like you're bad with finances, and then so you end up blowing it all. Or say you want to have like a really good relationship, but you don't have a good relationship with yourself, so then any relationship you have is going to be codependent or, you know, toxic or whatever. So whenever there's something that's meant for you, and to go well, life is basically gonna prepare you for that before it happens. So that you don't fuck it up. And sometimes we have to have things happen that we want, and we have to fuck them up to learn that. But if you're meant to have a really good relationship, then you're gonna have to be alone and form a good relationship with yourself first. Because if you can't embody that kind of energy without the thing, then you're not going to be able to embody it with the thing either. So if you're meant to have a lot of money, then God's going to help you work on your relationship with finances. If you're meant to be famous, then God's going to put you in a situation which forces you to build your inner security and confidence and not caring what other people think, basically. So that's why it's more important to get what you need than what you want. And ultimately, I think whenever you wanna, the reason why you want these things that you want, okay, chill. Please chill. The reason why you want the things you want is because you want to feel fulfilled and happy, pretty much, right? Safe. But if you can't feel that way without any of those things, you're never going to be able to feel that way with those things. And if you can feel that way without those things, then I mean, you're basically free. That's true freedom right there. The wind's going crazy. When your inner fullness and happiness isn't dependent on anything outside of you, then you can just have it all the time, regardless of anything that happens in life. Because even when you get stuff you want in life, like, there's always going to be pros and cons, and there's always going to be like bad, like hard shit that happens in life, regardless. So when you can find that kind of inner stability and peace, like regardless of all that, that's when you're really going to be good. And that's what God wants for you. And that's why maybe you don't get what you want, or you get what you want and you fuck it up. Like, it's all just trying to show you that. And that's because, like, really this whole reality is just like a mirror for you. Like, it's just your mind's projection. Every hardships you face is just trying to show you something about yourself, really. The shit that you struggle with, that you don't like about other people, that you don't like about the world, is just trying to show you something about you. It's a little chestnut. He's broken. Whenever they're intact and like in half, I always think they look like a little pig nose. I don't think there's any over here though. Okay, so basically I think that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Like, it's not about getting what you want, it's about getting what you need and what's good for you. Oh yeah, and so like maybe at first you're gonna keep on choosing stuff that's bad for you, right? And then you're gonna keep on getting hurt because of that. And if you actually learn your lesson then about what it's trying to show you, about what choices to make, then you can start making good choices, and then it becomes natural. You just naturally make good choices for yourself. There's this thing I heard, I don't know who it's by or where I heard it or anything, but it really struck me. It's like kind of the evolution or metamorphosis of consciousness, and it goes, first you're unconsciously unconscious, you're unaware of your own unconsciousness, and then you become consciously unconscious, you recognize your own unconsciousness, and then you become consciously conscious, which is like you are aware of your own consciousness and making a concerted effort towards it. And then you become unconsciously conscious, where you're just conscious without having to put any effort into it, basically. It becomes automatic. So I think that's pretty cool. Wow, do you guys hear the train brakes? They're like, it sounds like singing. It's like, I was gonna go sit over at my little train park that I usually sit at today, but they were doing all kind of work over there, and there was all kind of trucks and trains and shit, so I was like, oh, let me just come over here. But yeah, you can't always get what you want, but if you try, you just might find you get what you need.